All right, look, I know I haven't offered a whole lot of sobrieties lately for you. What a crazy time. Lots of activities, lots of work. I do have some content for you tonight that, well, if you're looking over my shoulder right now and you're seeing a house, my neighbor, my neighbors, they are very wonderful people. They're very kind um, friends. Okay, that's probably 100, feet away. And they visit, we visit. They have a daughter who is my daughter's age, and they're in class with each other, and they play a bunch, ride the bus together, everything like that. So um, they like to have friends over and barbecue, good old American barbecue style, and a brand new fire pit in their backyard. So it's an evening where the kids swim, the adults sit around the campfire, and you know, burgers, dogs, potato chips, s'mores at the end. So, one thing that they've been real cautious of is when they know that they mix some friends together, when they make their invites and they're mixing friends together, there are friends that BYOB, BTOB, bring their own. So it's all good. And so they finally said to me, "We're not sure if you really, if you want to come over because it might get uncomfortable for you." Because they know, as in the neighbors know, that I have given that stuff up. And their friends bring their own. And sometimes they get a little wild, and but under control. Honestly, I've never really overheard anything going on, past 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, anything like that. And we're talking about like under control, adult fun, a couple of hours worth, what have you. Um, so it's a situation where, bring a dish, some cold salad, some macaroni salad, baked beans, bring a dessert, something. But um, we agreed and we were headed over there, and I know who these people are. I want to make sure you're getting this story straight. I know their friends that they invite. I know their friends that pay them a visit and have a campfire and all the lightweight fun kind of stuff. Um, it wouldn't bother me, but they finally said, "Look, if you're not going to be uncomfortable, then come over. We would love to have you come over." And uh, let me add this at this point too. I want to make sure that you know this about my neighbors. They do not drink. When they invite their friends over, they are okay that their friends have a few. They're bringing their own, of course, but my neighbors are fully aware that I stay away from drinking. And last night I decided to join in on their good old fashioned backyard barbecue. All good. Um, Again, it was going to be a mixture of people. I expected to know most everybody, and there were some people that arrived that had been partying elsewhere, and they were walking in. Um, all right, this is the real content, and man, this is not funny. Please look. Please excuse me for the chuckles here, but um, one person stood out. I just want to say that one person stood out. Um, Probably having been drinking all day, and he introduced himself, and his name is the same as mine. And I guess all right. I'll really set the tone as serious now, and not laugh about a few things, but um, same name. He's younger than I am. Um, really, really exhibiting signs of intoxication, and I just saw myself. I could hear myself. I could hear the way he was trying to speak. and stay under control. But the whole game there, that was me. That was me. And I saw myself, I heard myself, and I was really like identifying. Wasn't a good idea for me. And I knew to keep my distance and keep conversation with him at a minimum. Um, and they didn't stay long, and that was okay. But one thing that I also felt peculiar about was when the hosts, my neighbors, were gone for a few minutes, and everything had kind of gotten quiet. They were on the other side of the house, and it just kind of started to make me think that they were explaining to the guy and to the people that he was riding with that maybe it's not a good idea to be there because they have somebody already here that is in recovery, is not a drunk anymore, and doesn't put himself in many situations like that. So I am wondering, without having had the conversation with my neighbors, where are they? Where is it? There they are. Okay. I have not had the conversation with them if they had the conversation with him because he was really only there just 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. And I wouldn't want somebody to have to change their ways just because I'm I'm present. I would have had to deal with it, and I probably would have had just continued um, memories of, or what do you call it? When you think back, those thoughts that that this is me and this was me 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago, whatever. And um, you know, I wasn't uncomfortable terribly, but I wasn't going to be able to be near. And it certainly wasn't me that was encouraging that group of people to leave. And again, I don't know what my neighbors ended up saying and how they truly dealt with it, but um, everything became really 100% um, sober at the party. And, it was just real quiet and pretty tame. Um, but let me get to really now, after having explained all this, um, what was really going on with me. And that was, I just, I just detested that I was once like that. It does bring back memories, and it does jog those like shame kind of feelings. And so, I mean, I was really quiet, and I enjoyed my time. I did have a good time, but um, when somebody's at a party and other people are trying to protect, from all the drinking and the shenanigans and the cursing and the obnoxious, loud, stupid comments and everything like that. Um, Unfortunately, it does. It still makes me uncomfortable that's the way other people are uncomfortable. So they were the hosts. They did their best, and I appreciate that we spent some time with them. They are great people, and I really, really enjoy them. He comes over and helps me tremendously with some of the malfunctions that happen around my house, electrical, mechanical. Um, some of the equipment I use, lawn, snow, things like that. He's just always very handy and very helpful, and I appreciate him. Um, and this was my first try, and it went fine. They didn't know that certain folks were going to show up, and then I think they actually had to deal with it. I'm not sure, but again, they stepped away. I wasn't aware of everything that was going on, and I probably think that they probably had the conversation that hey, maybe it was nice that you stopped, but maybe you should head and get going. But I appreciate that. Again, I guess it never ends. That at some point there's going to be a situation, there's going to be a group, there's going to be a party that there's going to be a whole lot of people uncomfortable that just because I've given it up, and that's the sobriety here this time. I got a lot to catch up with you on. There's been so many developments, so many things, and I just don't have the time to grab the phone, grab the place, and sit and join you and explain a few things. But long-winded tonight. Give me a like, click it. Try that subscribe, click it. Make a comment, help me out, give me something to read, and also hit share. Forward this, and let some other people know that I try to sit in front of my phone or a desk camera and talk about my old drunken days and what it's like to be recovered. And it sure is a blessing. And you folks, I wonder how you're doing out there. And one day at a time, let me know. And see you soon.